Hey guys, it's me Jocelyn. So today I'm going to be showing you some badass transitions on Video Star. So let's just get started. So the first transition I'm going to be showing you is this 8-bit mirror slide. So you want to have your two clips set up just like this, and ignore your first clip and go right onto your second clip. Now hit new and then go to multi-layer, tap the one and then add on your first clip, just like this, just your photo. Now what you want to do is you want to go on to edit keyframes, go to the very end of your photo, and slide it just a little bit to the left, just like I am. Now you can add on an intense graph if you want. I'm just gonna add on a pretty simple one. I'm using the Bizer graph for this, or however you say it. So yeah, I prefer that graph. And now you want to mirror it and then just add on some motion blur or tracking blur or whatever you want. So it'll end up looking like this. Now what you want to do is you want to go on to new and then go to re-effect, hit the little plus button, and then type in vert mirror right here. Then you just want to hit quick FX so it looks like this. Now you want to go on to new, multi-layer, once again, and then go back onto the little mirror slide you just made. Now I'm going to add on a glitch to this just because I like the look of it. It's like the little effect of it. I prefer glitch A2, but I am going to turn down some of this, so just give me 1 second. I prefer it to look like this, but you guys can adjust the glitch in any way that you want. This is actually optional. If you don't like the look of the glitch, you don't have to add it, but I just prefer it. So now onto the transition itself. What you want to do is go to new, multi-layer, hit the first one, and then hit photo. Then select last frame of previous scene. Now go to the second layer, and then add on that mirror slide that you just did. Then you want to go to layout, type this in, and type in 8-bit, or however you say it. Now, I usually go for this one right here in the middle, but you can use any of these that you want. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that this is at the very top, and then go to edit keyframes. Go to options and hit show other layers, and then select your first layer. Then go to the end of your photo or your frame or whatever. Go to color, and then go to the very end and just slide the color to 0, just like this. And I usually use a graph that's something like this, just so it's not so fast, you know? And this is what it should look like when you're done. So it's kind of just popping up like this. You can also add on an opacity fade if you don't like the look of it, but I love the look of this. You can even add on brightness to this as well. So yeah, this is the first transition. So this next transition is a circle reveal. So what you want to do is have your two photos set up just like this, and then you want to go to your second photo. Hit multi-layer, and then hit the one, and then just add on your second photo, just like this. Now what you want to do is you want to go to color, and you want to type in mini wave. I usually choose H, and then you can adjust that how intense you want it. I think I'm good with just this. And then you just want to go into edit keyframes, go to layout, go to layout, turn it down to 0, and you can use any graph you want. It's not really going to matter in the end, but if you don't want them showing what the circle is revealing, you're going to want to do like a graph somewhat like this, so that way it can get done kind of quick. Then you want to just hit create. Now I'm going to do a flash real quick. This is optional, but what you do is you go into multi-layer, you select the clip that you want to flash 2 times, so for the first layer and for the second layer, and then you go to color, and then you type in blend BG, just like this. And now as you can see, it's kind of brightened right here. So go on to your second layer, go to edit keyframes, and then go to the end of that clip. Make sure you're on opacity and turn the opacity down to 0. You can add a graph on for that, but I really never do. So as you can see, it's kind of just a little flash right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back onto multi-layer, select the first one, and then go to photos, and then use your last frame of previous scene. And then for your second layer, use the clip that you just created with the little flash. Now go to color or whatever and type in reveal, and then choose the circle. Now, if you're doing like a 4:3 ratio, there's going to be a little button right here. You're going to want to tap it, so it's going to make the circle perfectly circular. It's not going to make it long and weird. So now what you want to do is you want to make sure that the circle is not showing at all. You want to like put it all the way down. Then go to your second layer, go to edit keyframes, make sure you have show other layers on. Then go to layout. Now go to the end of your clip and turn your layout all the way to 100%, just like this. And then just use any fast graph that you want. I'm just going to use this graph because this is the graph I usually use on Video Star. So as you can see, it's going to end up looking something like that. You could also add a zoom in too. Like you could do a zoom in. I'm just not going to do it just for this time's sake of this video. And what I also do on my circle reveal is I go to color and then I type in drop shadow. And I like adding that on as well, just so you can see that the circle is there, so that's like appearing. Otherwise, because these two photos have the same background, so it's going to be a little hard to tell. So I just like to add on drop shadow just to kind of make it prevalent. And this is the second transition. This next transition is like a circle blind mask zoom in. I don't really have a name for it, but this is what it's going to look like. So what you want to do is you want to go on to your second clip right here, go to new, multi-layer. What you want to do is you want to tap on the first layer, go to photo, and then hit last frame of previous scene. Then go to your second layer, add in the photo that you're going to use, and then go to the third layer, and then select last frame of previous scene again. Now on this, what you can do is you can mask it in Video Star, or you can use a PNG. I'm going to use a PNG that I already made on a different website, because when you do it on Video Star, it has a weird little line, a little hard to see it. So if you don't mind that being there, then just do it on Video Star, but I'm just going to use a separate PNG that I already masked, and I'm just going to add that on. So now what you want to do is you want to go to your third layer right here. I always work with this one first just to get it out of the way. So you want to tap on your mask that you just made, go to edit keyframes. My mask is kind of choppy right here, so I'm going to move it a little bit this way. Then what you want to do is you want to go to the end of your keyframes. Make sure you add a keyframe for path and slide it to the left. You can slide it as much as you want. This is just going to be like this blank area right here is going to be the second photo that you're going to be revealing. So you can just add on any graph you want to that. I'm just going to do a simple graph. Make it a little fast though, so as you can see, it's kind of just going to go boom like that. Now go on to your second layer, and this is where your blinds are going to be. So type in blinds, add that on. I always choose this one up here, and make sure that it's like this. So then go to your keyframes for your second layer, go to layout, make sure you have show other layers on, and then go to the end of that and make sure your layout is down to 0 on your last keyframe. And then you can just do any graph you want for this as well. I'm just going to go with the one that I usually have been doing, like this. So it looks like this. So like that. Now, other things I do is I go onto my second layer and I also make a little bit of a zoom out. And I always add my last keyframe first. So go to size, go to the very end of your clip, go to size, add a keyframe, then go to the very beginning and zoom it like in a little bit, kind of like this. So it's zooming out once it's revealing. I'm just going to add a fast graph onto that. And I don't add on tracking blur because I add on brightness for the second clip as well. This is optional. You can add on tracking blur if you want. I just add on brightness to make it like a little flash, you know, a little pop of color. So this is what it should look like when you're done. I'm going to go ahead and just put some tracking blur on this clip right here. And this is what it should look like when you're done. If you don't like the look of the tracking blur, I'm probably going to keyframe it real quick because I'm not a big fan of how it looks. I'm just going to keyframe it like this. And this is what it should look like when you're done. This is the third transition. And yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And comment down below any tutorial requests that you guys may have. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye!